And we're live. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of After the Cook. You got Mel, you've got Big Green Jer, and all the way to the end there, you got Captain Ron. How are we doing today, everybody? How are we doing today?
What's happening, Mel? Jer,
What's going on, everybody? How are we doing tonight? It's Tuesday. It's wonderful. Everything's fantastic. The world is on fire. Doesn't matter. That's it. Fantastic. Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Ron, thank you very much for doing this. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
And it was a blast. I had a great time. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic.
The shortest guest ever on After the Cook.
That's it. Yep. Jer, how you doing? How you holding up out there?
I'm doing fantastic, boys. It's been
That's what I like to hear.
Busy week, but it's only Tuesday, so
yep.
It feels like Friday.
That's it. Yeah, I know this week's already got my underwears inside out. I'm not doing good, guys. This is yeah.
Let me just tell you, I'm like the luckiest man in the world here. Look, Lynn just brought me out a beautiful cup of hot cocoa out here.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Lynn is such a sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart. Say hi, Lynn.
I love Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
Hey, Aunt Lynn.
I miss you.
I miss you. You know what? I feel like I have your weather down here.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, well, there you go. We're still shoveling up here. People are still driving, sliding into each other, and not because they're not using their signal light, Ron, but because there's no...
I don't know what that even means. Hey, now get inside and make me a sandwich. Sorry.
How's your week going, Mel?
Crazy. It's been crazy, man. It's been nuts. It's been just our prime minister our premier just went on. Sunday we start lockdown again.
Oh wow.
So we're going back into lockdown, full lockdown. So yeah, it is what it is. They're shutting the restaurants down. As soon as they say they're shutting down the casinos, you know we're in trouble.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
It. That's
you know, I can't see all that happening and everything, but if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. No, it's been crazy out here, man. It's been just nuts. So like we've got our numbers for COVID, Jer, are like almost as high as yours, and you guys have 20 million more people.
Yeah.
So like it's growth is what it is. It's growth.
What do you think that caused? Is it just the social distancing piece? People weren't paying attention and did not wear masks?
You know what? People are still just going out and giving her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. All the time. People are, it's, the Bush parties haven't stopped. Rain or shine, snow, doesn't matter. We're out there. We're giving her, but now everyone's dying, so. Yeah.
You wouldn't even know there's anything going on down here. It's just like people just living regular lives out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you guys mandated to wear masks, Ron?
Yeah, we have to wear masks in the stores and things like that.
In stores, yeah.
We don't go out.
Well, I didn't want to make that comment before, but I noticed, and this is not directed at anybody, I just noticed that my entire Instagram with the American Thanksgiving, there was still Thanksgiving. Our government is like, you can't have one person in your house for Christmas, just so you know.
Yeah.
Not one person.
We had one. My dad came over, and that's it.
Well, no, but you know what I'm not naming names, but there were meals where there was 30 people at a table, and I was like, y'all don't watch the news, or like what's going on here? It's like crazy. So well, that's the thing, right? It is what it is, and everybody has their own rights, and I'm not getting into any of that. I'm just saying, for us, like, it's crazy up here. Our neighbors would probably report us. One, because we're the assholes on the block, so we deserve it then anyway, but you know how it is, right? It's
not every neighbor gets to see their neighbor going down the street in a purple robe on a skateboard being told.
You know, funny story about that. The one neighbor that I thought was going to walk up to me and bop me in the nose for doing that, he was actually like, that's real cool. And he's giving me the thumbs up as I rode by. I'm like, yeah, this is, that's it.
That's funny.
That was one of your best videos, Mel.
Hey, thanks for nothing, Jer.
Hi, Mel.
Hey,
Hi, little lady. How you doing?
Does Mel's audio keep breaking up or on my end?
Who is?
Your audio keeps going making weird noises to me.
Is my audio doing that? Jer, is it doing that for you?
It seems to be okay for me. I'm watching you on my phone. I have my iPad off to the side. There's a slight delay, I guess, from when we're doing this to when it goes live.
Okay. Okay.
But no, you seem to be. You sound okay through my phone.
Jared,
okay.
Hi.
Hey, Aunt Lynn.
That's Kate.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
not. And now she's gonna bop you in the nose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I lose track of Uncle Ron's, all of Uncle Ron's wives. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. That was Uncle Ron's daughter, Kate. She saved my life from him one day when he wasn't using his signal light.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I've never been so scared for my life. It was insane. We were in a Walmart parking lot doing about 140 miles an hour, and he wasn't signaling for nothing.
Yeah, in that rental minivan that we had.
I love it. Jeremy, do you have audio on somewhere?
No.
Why am I hearing a feedback? Is that you?
From me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, it's just in my head then. Carry on.
Oh, okay.
Well, isn't this fun? I'm so glad that you guys could.
Hey, Jeremy, if you sit up a little bit higher, it'll actually just look like you have big horn. Yeah, look at that.
There we go.
That's great.
Hey, the chat's already filling up, guys. We got Coop, Nubby's on there, Kimmy's on there.
Oh,
DT.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cooper. Mr. Cooper.
Gnome was on there.
Was Gnome on here? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm waiting for Mr. Welch to pop in here.
Whatever, everybody. Gnome's on here. Darren.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All these people.
Coop stayed up.
Right on. Right on. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, should we get into the meat of the thing or what?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, I have a small question for you, Ron. I noticed you've been on a couple of Fogo charcoal videos as of recently.
Oh, you noticed that?
I did notice that. And if anybody in the channel is wondering, Uncle Ron here spends a bit of time now on the Fogo channel doing some pretty amazing stuff with them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah, man.
Been enjoying it. We're in the middle of making changes. We got a new camera guy and a new editing guy, and we're trying to make that work. So we've had a little bit of a delay, but yeah, we've been filming 2-3 videos a week, and just having a good old time. We're changing up our format a bit from kind of been doing it almost like a cooking show, you know. And even I watched it, and I was like, kind of got bored after a little while watching myself, even, you know. So we're gonna try and mix it up a little more. It's a little more cinematic and stuff, you know. But yeah, I've been pretty blessed to have a really good working relationship with them. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, Fogo, we love Big Green Egg charcoal, but Fogo, I burn it all the time. It's a premium product, and I'm really happy we can get it up here in Canada.
Yeah. It's good stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Super nice people, man. I mean, just the nicest people you want to meet. You know, I'm really fortunate. They're like 45 minutes from my house, you know. So it's just
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember, so Dixon's Barbecue, they carry it up here, but before they started carrying it, a bunch of us were bugging the guys there, and they finally, they started carrying it. But I ordered my first bag off of Amazon, and it was pretty cheap. You know, maybe with the exchange and everything, it was around $40, $45, $50 a bag. And I remember when the Amazon guy brought it to the house. It's in this massive box. And usually they'll drop it and leave, but this guy actually stayed there. And I answered the door, and he's like, "What's in the box?" he was more interested in what was in this massive box. I'm like, "Oh, it's charcoal." He goes, "Seriously? You ordered charcoal online?" And we got into this whole discussion around charcoal and barbecues and.
Yeah, I know the Amazon guy and the other guys are like they're at my house. They're like, "Oh, you got something else today? You got something else?" Like,
Totally.
Cook.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I had the same run-in, Jer, with UPS guy.
Yeah.
The exact same thing. He didn't have his dolly with him, and he had to manhandle. And I saw him coming up the walk, and I opened my door right away. I'm like, right to the back gate, right to the back.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and then he like starts walking around the house. I'm like, I buy you a beer, but you're not going to take it. That's yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Boom.
Where'd he go?
Jer. He does this. I don't know. It's him and computers. I don't know if.
Mel, you remember Jer? Remember back in the day? Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Jer was a good guy. That was it. So, I do love Fogo though. I love everything they stand for. What a beautiful brand. I definitely. Yeah. It's
real good stuff. You know, I kind of look at it as almost like an artisan charcoal, like a high-end charcoal, you know.
Yeah.
And,
the super premium I save for special cooks.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I pop that up and it's.
Yeah, I'm not using. Oh, hey, Jer.
Nice. Hey, sorry about that, guys.
Jer's back with us now. That's fantastic.
I just thought we'd put the skinny guy in the middle.
I have never been referred to as that. Never, ever.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Who else we got online? Southern Traditions is on here. That's awesome. Spicy Jack.
Oh,
Philman.
Wow.
My bro Frank is on here. My nephew Caleb's on here. Everybody, the whole family's on here.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
Philman deserted me. Left Florida. He moved out of Florida.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
in Alabama now.
Oh yeah. Really, eh?
Oh yeah.
Alabama.
Golan's on here.
Yep.
Oh, Lee's here.
Mr. Paul Barber's online. Hi, Barber. How you doing?
Cool.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Got Auntie Kathy in there. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, there we go. Meat's on here.
Aaron from TBSQ. Hey, you stole my hey from Hop Hog. Hey, Paul Ryan. What's up, man? That's where I grew up at Hop Hog. Nice.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah. See that?
Yeah. Cool. That's fantastic. Right on. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is one of those special episodes where it's just the shenanigans are afoot, right? That's it. You got three. That's it. You got three jokers in the same room now. That's yeah. That was the joke. We have to drink every time Ron says a shitty joke. I'm like, oh no. No, I ain't gonna make it. It's
25-minute show.
Yeah. We got C-Max Cooks is in here. That's awesome. I know they shared it out on their Instagram. That was appreciated.
Awesome.
Let me say something about Craig McPherson, man. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. He's an actual real barbecue ambassador. I want to show you guys something.
Deadly.
Look at that.
Well, there you go. Yep.
Got the art flame fire pit going.
Wicked. Love you, Lee. Thanks for tuning in, man. Lovely. He's a sweetheart. Yeah, that's wicked, man. I love that art flame. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a slick unit. I got the pleasure of cooking on one with Campbell when I was out at Campbell's house. Yeah, and we did everything. We had the Lobsters Anywhere hookup. We had the Snake River hookup. Just full deck. So good.
I might have to do something different. Your audio just totally broke up on me.
Who, me?
Let me try something here. Hold on.
All right.
Mel, you lost weight?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you look thinner.
Yeah, I hit the crapper before I came on here today. So. Boom.
I just need a good tapeworm for a couple of weeks. That's all I need.
No doubt.
I beat anorexia, so you know.
You look like it.
It's one extreme.
That's it.
I say I'm beefing up for the before pictures, right?
There you go. I like
Yeah,
it.
see, and it begins. That's it. There it is. Yeah.
Too funny. Too funny.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well,
What kind of temperatures you guys got up there right now?
We're
Here?
sitting. We were sitting at right around 0 most of the weekend. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad. It's been nice and sunny. We got a little bit of snow on Friday, but it melted. So, considering it's we're coming into the middle of December, we're doing pretty good. But the last few winters haven't been too bad. And I'm just outside of Toronto, and the winters haven't been too bad. We get the odd little storm, but nothing compared to Mel out west.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So 0 for my friends in the States here with me, that's 32 degrees. So
yeah. So
yeah.
So we're hovering around in the low 30s.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not that much warmer than you guys. We're at 52 right now or something like that. 51.
That's chilly for Florida.
Hell yeah.
I was actually down in Florida. I wish I had known, Ron. I was down in Fort Lauderdale last December, just before the holidays. We were set to go on a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale. Then it got canceled, so we spent the week down in Miami. So we had a blast. But yeah, my nephew Caleb, Kim, and I were down there for a week. But yeah, it's a great place. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
he was
cool.
picking up a couple of square groupers for Uncle Mel there.
Oh yeah.
Bring back. So yeah, that's
Yeah, you will find them every once in a while, if you go looking.
Yeah.
That's, man, I tell you what is it? Dade County? That'd be it. I'd be like, I'm home.
Years ago, back in the 80s and the late 70s and stuff, when it was drug running was really, really prolific. There were the guys who literally go out on their boats every morning at sunrise and with their binoculars just searching and scouring the water lines. And
well,
quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That documentary about Dade County that did that with the square groupers, right?
Yeah.
What they showed, this is when you knew the heyday was happening and the drugs were running free because all the trucks had lift kits and swampers. And I'm like, I live there now up here. Everybody's got it's when you're wearing pit vipers and mullets and handlebars and everything's got a lift kit. I'm like, that's my life. That's yeah, love it. Absolutely love it.
Mel, you're like the Sonny Crockett of Edmonton.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you very much. Fantastic.
You need a white suit. You need to trade in the purple bathrobe for a white suit.
I would love that.
No, don't do it. Yeah, Trompo King just said the cocaine cowboys. That's what they called everybody. Everybody was a cocaine cowboy back.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's so awesome. Oh, Dave, how you doing, Dave?
Dave's here. Steve's here. We got Jeff Davey, Winnipeg Jeff's in the house. He's blessed
Winnipeg
us with his present.
Yep.
What's up, Jeff?
Oh, the whole team. Look at that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, Dave Caswell. He just got a reshare. Dave Caswell just got a reshare on Spiceology for that ramen soup he did.
Nice.
Absolutely deadly, man. He's my go-to when I need a ramen piece of advice. That guy can knock it out like nothing. He's on Team Broil King, I think.
Oh, okay.
Just killer. Just killer.
He just always, from the day I started Instagram, man, he's just had awesome stuff. Always admired his page. Really good stuff. Yeah. Hardcore.
Oh, Kathy. My cousin Kathy's on here from Vancouver Island.
Oh, cool.
Kathy. Yeah, that's Kathy. I actually did cook the octopus and the turkey. That's
world famous octa turkey.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Oh, there goes Ron pissing in the pineapple trees again. Yeah.
The seal has been broken.
That's it.
I'm just stoking my fire and
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's code for anything.
Yeah, I said this wasn't going to be one of those episodes, okay? No.
Oh no.
No.
You're down already, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, hold on.
So what have you been cooking? You did some picanha again, Mel?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I like that picanha. I still have a couple in the freezer, right? So I've been pulling them out, roasting them up, doing them up. Always, I do like a picanha a week almost.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
been,
awesome.
yeah. Yeah. I love picanha. Big cooks for me this week. It's Tuesday, so not much. I had a fun weekend. I did the beef dip.
Yeah.
Nailed the beef dip. That was awesome. So my eye of round was like the size of a small brisket.
Yeah.
Huge. Oh, it was so good. And I smoked that heavy hickory, right? Salted the crap out of it for that crust. And I smoked it over top of the broth
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the onions and the peppers inside of it. So that au jus, when it reduced,
Yeah.
with the drippings, with the smoke, like it was,
Hell yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it was real good, man. It was real good.
Giving me the chills just thinking about
That's it. That's
it.
it.
So do you think putting the broth and the onions and everything underneath, like I saw your setup, of course, do you think
Yes.
that actually moistened the meat as well? Like, because with the egg, right, you've got the convection heat going. So did you
Oh, it
find
kept her moist for sure.
Yeah.
Like I like to do when I'm cutting it. I didn't say it this time, but it was dripping, dripping. Oh, it was good. It was really good.
Because that was
was-
the
yeah.
first thing I thought was like, that's cool because that's, the eye of the round, depending on how much fat's on it, can be a kind of a lean piece, right? I usually
None,
use it
no
for-
fat.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, no
marbling. There's no marbling whatsoever. Yeah, no, and that's what I thought. I was like, this is gonna dry out way too quick.
Yeah.
So Chris Scam, he did his beef dips with prime rib.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, shit, I don't want to do a prime rib. I saw that
Yeah.
eye round. I know that's a jerky cut, right?
Yeah.
But I thought I'd try it. I was thinking of brining it, but I just ran out of time because I was shooting it for YouTube, right? So I said, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it. And it worked out perfect.
And that's what a lot of places make roast beef out of. A lot of places.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Super beefy.
Yeah. Beef on
Yeah.
whack. Ron, you grew up north, like beef on whack. You must remember those, right?
Well, it's funny. I'm from New York, but that's from like the polar opposite side of New York. That was like 10 hours from where I live.
Like a Buffalo way?
Yeah, so I didn't know about that till I moved down here, where everybody's from Buffalo, and all of a sudden they had beef on a weck. It's like, what the hell's a weck, But we just called them salt rolls. But
Yeah.
Love it. I made first egg fest ever. The first one I ever cooked in was at Wassie's Egg Fest. I made eye around, and I sat there, had my meat slicer, I just all day long.
Yeah.
My arm was like this by the time I was done.
That's it. Well, I had a beautiful meat slicer, but I went and returned it after Jeremy told me it was crap. He decided to. He asked Jeremy. We have another one in the house actually. Man, Russ Welch is in here as well.
Is he? Rusty joined us.
Old Russ is in here. Every once in a while, you'll get a cat that'll ask you a question, and he just wants an honest answer.
Yeah.
Until you find out he's also messaged your best friend and your best friend's neighbor and maybe a couple other people about the same question. And now you can't help but stare at the post to be now which one of us did he actually listen to? That's the next question here, right? So that Jeremy had everybody and his brother say you need a Cabela's slicer. That's the one to get. And Jeremy puts up a post. He's like, I didn't listen to none of y'all. I got a totally different slicer. I'm like, I wasted a half hour of my day telling it's got the knob, it's got the stingy. Give me that half hour back. That's the. I love it.
But a meat slicer is cool. Like I've used ours a few times, and I did the same thing, Ron, with the eye in the round. Like because I use it for jerky all the time, right? So you throw it in the freezer, get it a little stiff, and you dial it down so it's nice and thin. And just I've been cutting jerky by hand for years, but just the convenience of having that slicer and that even cut, 100% of the time makes a world of difference.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And don't get me wrong, I love Russ. I absolutely love Russ. Anytime he has a question, it like makes my day. So I'm just joking around about it. But
oh no, Russ.
It's always nice to see people soak up their information and then just give you the finger in a post for no reason. It's
no doubt. I like when Russ texts me at like 11:30 on a Sunday night.
Yeah, no, those are the best because I'm not doing anything, right? Why not? Let's talk about the brisket you may or may not do next month. Let's talk about it right now.
Yeah.
The funny part is like, oh, awesome. Okay, yeah. What you need to do is, I love it. I love it. You know what I think? I'm looking at the chat. So I'm pretty sure that all you guys really believe that I'm just like surrounded by gators around here. Watch out for the gators. Don't get bit by a gator. I'm like, I fought off 3 while being on this call already so far.
Are you serious?
No. Yes.
I will come down there so quick.
Yes, in that case, yes. But they're everywhere.
I love it.
Oh man.
I absolutely love it.
All right, see you, Mel.
Yeah.
Mel's had enough. He's gone.
We got 26 minutes out of him.
I know, that's pretty good. What do you got? Like a man cave going on there, or what?
Yeah, I got it's a little bit of a bar area down in my basement. So yeah, we've got a bungalow, but we really don't. It was all finished when we moved in. So I've got my home office down here, a spare bedroom, and then the rest of it's kind of just a little bit of a man cave. So there's Mel's back.
Oh,
just saying.
That's too fun. That's a small one.
I do fight alligators. What?
That's a small one compared to the one I just killed in the bushes a couple minutes ago.
Oh, don't tell me. Like, I'm half hard right now. Stop it. That's horrible.
Like I've been in Florida since '89. I think the only time I've ever seen alligators when I actually went specifically looking for them.
Oh, that's all I want to do, Ron, is jump out of your hoverboat in my underwear and my pit vipers with a Budweiser in my hand, chasing like a 12-foot alligator. That's honestly, if that's how I go, I told the wife when she signed up for it, that's probably the way it'd be.
You're in, right?
And I'm gone. I'm in there. That's it.
Would that be covered through would your life insurance cover that?
I'd assume she's got 3 different policies out on me, man. That's yeah. Her mom was like, "This is a safe bet. He won't last 3-4 years." Here we are 50 years later, right?
Up the premiums.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, we have gators. You guys have like Yetis up there or something? What do you got up there?
Dumpster bears. Meat just said dumpster bears.
Yeah.
We're always fighting dumpster bears. And like the moose will rock right downtown. And they'll mess you up. They'll fight you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I
saw one once. That was enough for me. Huge.
Yeah. Oh, you can punch them as hard as you want. They're not doing nothing, man. They're
yeah. You run into with your car, you're like, we got a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Actually, yeah, we had in our neighborhood, which is unusual for our area, but we had a black bear in the summer wandering through here. It was funny because Kim had read about it online and told me about it. I thought, yeah, that was like a mile up the road. And then I was talking to one of my neighbors, and it turns out it was like about 500 feet from my house. And Mel's been here, but I thought, how cool would it have been if I had been doing like an overnight smoke on a brisket or something low and slow overnight? Woke up in the morning, this big old black bear sitting out on my deck. That would have been a cool picture for Instagram, but it didn't work out. But thankfully, I guess it's probably for the best.
Let me tell you just a quick little Canadian story here. I was out on Vancouver Island, my cousin Danny's place. They have black bears all over the island, right? He lives in a very remote area. There's a gravel road that goes up to his place, but completely packed with cedars, right? The cell service comes in and out, and I'm out on a 2-week fishing trip. So the wife is already not in a good mood with whatever I have to say, and I had been drinking too much for like a week straight. So I'm texting with her, and we're fighting, because obviously we can't be nice to each other at this point. I'm like text fighting, but in and out of reception. So it's not working out for me at all, right? And I'm looking at my phone as I'm like jamming my sausages into there, trying to get my word in edgewise. It's not going at all the way I need it to because of this break that keeps happening. You know what? Obviously, you guys have women friends as well. When your phone catches something, they'll send you 30 messages, whole paragraphs. And you were like, F you. Then like, that's how it works, right? So we're in the middle of one of those, and I hear like gravel go right in front, really loud, right in front of me. And I stop, and I take my eyes off my phone for a minute, and there's a black bear that just spread its legs like this. I almost walked right into a black bear
Wow.
in the bush, and it was like this, like a cat, and then
Yeah.
it barreled off into the bush, and I was like, Lisa, you almost killed me. Like, right. Yeah, so I went back to my cousin's place, and I was like, you'd never guess what just happened. He's like, you're an idiot. Get in the house. Like, why are you wandering around in there? Like, and then I noticed he's got an electric fence to keep them. So he'll go through like 4 barbecues a year. If he forgets to turn the fence on, they'll come up to his deck and rip the barbecue apart, carrying it out.
Amazing.
Like they're constantly all the time. They're like waiting for the fence to come off, like raptors, right? It's crazy. So yeah,
Well,
that was yeah.
Add in that all bears. Okay, just saying.
I think there's more bears out there than humans, isn't there? Like on Vancouver Island, they're packed with.
Every time Ron tells a shitty joke. Yeah, that's the one. I love it.
Yeah,
oh.
be the short.
Yeah, so
be the shortest joke ever.
I hate the Canucks also. The Vancouver Canucks suck.
Oh.
I just had to say, I'm sorry. It's almost hockey season. They said January 5th, I think, or January 10th. NHL is back in swing.
Oh yeah.
So
crazy what that's going on with sports, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football games moving everywhere and everything, just craziness.
Well, this in Canada with the NHL, I think they're going to do a lockdown, like a hub.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
So
yeah,
like, yeah, it won't have it. There'll be no people. And that's kind of almost worse because you can't go to the bar or the pub to watch the games or anything.
Right.
And like the wife does not want to see you watch sports. So yeah, I don't know.
Who's your team, Mel?
What?
Who's your team?
The Edmonton Oilers is the only team. That's it.
The dynasty years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Who?
What team is in Toronto? I don't even remember.
Toronto make me laugh.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was the Nordiques or something, but I don't. It's been a while since we watched Eastern hockey.
Yeah. The best was a few years ago. I was down at the company I work for has a box down at the Air Canada Center, or I guess it's called the Scotiabank Center now or something. They switched names, but they have a box down there, so we get tickets. And I was down there 3 or 4 years ago for the season opener, and I'm walking back to where I parked my truck, and there's a guy there who had the best sign that said, Toronto Leafs, maybe next year.
Yeah, that's it.
It was the season opener. They're already predicting, well, next year, that's the standing joke in Toronto, right? It's next year. Next year is our year. It's a building year, right? So
yeah, that's it.
We haven't won the cup since, I think, 67, but, next year.
Yeah, that's.
I can only relate that to football in that we're in our 19th rebuilding year in a row. So that's
yeah. That's it. That's exactly it.
Rebuilding year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Lord.
They got to bring back Dan Marino.
Dan.
Couldn't have gone any worse. So no, we're on the right track now. We're on the right track.
Yeah.
That's awesome. One of my guys in Edmonton, he's a big Dolphins fan. I was like, I never even heard of the Dolphins before Captain Ron. I was like, what is this? I don't even know. But yeah, I guess they do have fans up here as well. So
of course. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Jack Arnold was down here at the game this week. I saw him down in the luxury suites. I was like, oh man. He lives in North Carolina for the Dolphins games. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Jack Arnold up there with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Puffy. And that's it.
Yeah. He's like Castavante.
Yeah, that's when I saw him post that thing, I'm like, are you on Entourage? Like, I haven't watched it. Are you on there? Like, am I missing something? That's crazy stuff.
You guys are the biggest celebrities I know, so
You're the two most famous guys I know. So
well, I'd quit if you were. I would quit while you're ahead. Then that's what I would do. So.
No, actually,
yeah.
a really cool. Just showing you the art to flame. We had a really cool deal a couple of days ago. Was that actually yesterday? I think it was. We had a Team Art and Flame Zoom call like this and everything like that, and our guest,
Yep.
our guest was Steven Reichlin on there, so we got to chat with Steven Reichlin for a bit, man, that was really pretty cool. Barbecue Bible and all of that.
Yeah, very cool. He's been around forever, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, bye-bye, Coop.
See you, Coop. Good night, Coop.
Love you, Coop.
Now, how come that just flashed up on my screen?
I touched a button.
Oh. Mel, we
Yeah,
don't know what you're doing on camera there.
Sometimes you can highlight comments. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah.
Well, that looks cool.
Yeah, man, Steve Reichlin. That's amazing. He was at that Eggtoberfest, the last one we did.
Yeah, Campbell showed the picture, like a picture of him. You might have been in that picture. I'm not sure.
I was in that picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy likes to bring it up every once in a while, just for.
He flashed it up there to him. He's like, "We met before, see?"
Yeah. Yeah,
like, I wasn't in that picture.
Yeah, here's me in the background. Yeah, everyone else is like dead serious, and I'm like, party. Yeah.
It was really funny because I was driving somewhere when we had that call, so I like set my phone on my mount in my car, and I'm driving. Does anybody have a question? So I asked a question. He goes, "Are you driving on this call?" Oh yeah. He goes. Boy, oh boy. He says, "You guys in Broward." He's in the next county down from here. He goes, "You guys in Broward County really take this whole texting while driving thing to a whole new level. You just skip the texting and go right to video."
Yeah, that's it.
We don't need to watch where we're going. So I said, if I ever meet him again, I'll be able to say, "I was the guy driving while we were on that call."
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, he's yeah, he's a legend, man. He's very cool cat.
Really, super nice guy, and just full of knowledge. Just absolutely, we think we know about barbecue. He knows about his finger here as much as I know. It's amazing. Just amazing. Pretty cool.
No, that's wicked. I'd love to hear his origin stories, right?
Yeah, man. Yep. Cool.
Sorry, you cut out, Mel. Did you say origin?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I heard orgy.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure he's got a few of those too. Anytime you pull that French cuisine out, trust me, it's something else. Sorry, I cooked poutine at a Grey Cup game, at a Grey Cup game party once, and let me tell you, it went just about the same. So.
This damn audio.
That's it.
We've devolved into nothingness here now.
That's it. Oh, look, the followers dropped down to nothing. There you go.
That's it.
That's a whole other cookbook, right?
That's it. That's exactly it. That's that's fantastic.
Your buddy Coop wanted to know if that was the gator from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's it. Yeah,
he was the only person to ever take his skate off and try and stab somebody with it. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, now you know. That's it. Oh.
So, what else?
I don't know. How are things? What's your next big thing?
I have no idea. I have
Me either.
No idea. You know what? I've been like in this funk where I'm like lazy and I haven't felt like going all in on the cooking and everything in the last. I don't know what it is about me, but all of a sudden I did some cooking yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm digging it now. So I think I'm right back in there again. But it's funny how it kind of does this a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, everybody. I saw a neat thing about like how all of the things that are happening right now are affecting people personally and all this crazy stuff around us, right? And it's like when you're spending all of your emotions on everything, it's like a glass that empties.
Yeah.
And here you are trying to pour, but you got nothing left to give, kind of thing, right? It was a pretty neat analogy.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it that way before, but.
And when this COVID thing started too, I think a bunch of us, you included, we all just jumped on the cooking and posting bandwagon. It was like, I'm home and I got food in the freezer, man. I am gonna cook. And I cooked enough for 2 years in like 3 months,
Yeah.
It's true, yeah. So true.
Yeah.
Stay in and cook out, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what else too, though, is that all of a sudden it's like it was so hot here. I mean, it was. I'm not. That's where I live, but it was so. I didn't want to go outside and cook. It was just miserable. I mean, miserable.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun again now. But the other thing that's really disappointing is, man. I mean, I know we don't live by followers and stuff like that, but you get into a certain rut, you get to you increase by certain amounts. It has just stopped. I mean, just stopped. And I've been in the same. I've been in the same 200 range for like 3 months. I think I showed it to you one day. It gets discouraging, because you work your ass off for it, and then all of a sudden there's just nothing there.
Oh, I know, man. I know. Like I nailed a few ringer cooks. Like I put a lot into it, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and I'm like, this thing's broken. Like, you poke it with a stick. Like, what's going? Are you not? Are you not in here? What's? Yeah, yeah. Oh man, it sucks.
But even still, my wife's off. It's depressing. You do this whole thing. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm happy with this, but like when I get 250 likes on a post, I'm like, I was getting for a while. And I'm not trying to say it, but it's man. Yeah.
No, I had a neat conversation with one of our teammates actually yesterday, like a friend of a friend, whatever.
Right.
Had like 8K followers, 6K followers, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Got reposted 4 posts in a row by a monster account.
Right.
And now they're up in the 40s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And I went and looked back and checked it all out, and it's like here's the keys, take it. You know what I mean? Like if it's gonna be like that, then what's it for, right? Like the heart, soul that we put into this, and that's the thing that nobody understands. They'll come on here, they'll do it for a solid hour, right? And they're like, "Oh, Instagram is hard."
Yeah,
that's an hour. I'm on 4 or 5 hours a day, like just pumping.
An hour. I'm done.
I know, you know what I mean, though, right? Like it's. Yeah,
exactly.
and they're like, yeah, it's not working out. I'm like, well, no shit. Like this is, you really got to put it. You really got to put a lot into this to get it to do anything.
Yeah.
And then you see like someone slices up a hot dog the right way, and they got 7.5K likes.
Like what the?
Three comments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 3 comments, 7.5K likes.
Yeah.
And
it goes to what you were saying before, though. You go and you put all this planning and this crazy filming into the cook, edit it, you do this, you do that. You're like, this thing's going to take off, and it does nothing. Then, like, I'll be cooking a steak and be like, oh, I better film something, and just like film the flames on it, and I'll post that, and it's like 1,500 likes and 74 share. I'm like,
yeah,
the one that
Oh, I know. I put up a picture of my daughter's car seat, the toddler car seat, with a brisket or a couple briskets that I put her seatbelt on because she wasn't in the truck, right? Got like 2.8K likes on that. Like it was a monster post.
Crazy.
And I was like, I cooked that one brisket for 12 hours. I did the whole dance. I did everything. I couldn't get 600 likes to save my life.
Astounding. I'm telling you, take a picture of raw meat, man. That's what gets likes.
Crazy.
Mel, you had the brisket in the car seat, and your daughter was sitting on your lap while you were driving.
That's illegal, Jared. That's illegal.
But it's so true, right? Like, and Ron, I'm sure I had the pleasure of spending a week with Mel a couple months ago, and it's a full-time job. Like I'm in it, but I'm not in it as much as you guys. But yeah, like spending a week with Mel, like it's like a 9 to 5 job. Like he's and I see your stuff too. Like you guys it's a full-time job, and I respect that, but I get how much time is put into it. And then, we're not naming names on the show, but you're right, Dark. It's you see other guys take off, and there's something fishy going on, right? So it's
it is what it is. Maybe they just have a really good pool of people that like their stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
I've got like 30K people on there. You think they could all get together for one post?
Yeah.
Forget about it, right? Like that. You know what I mean? You can't get 600 of you in the same room for like a minute. Come on, like this is.
Where are the other 29,500 people?
That's it, right? Like it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it's.
Oh, we have another Instagram account. So it's don't like Dark Side of the Girls posts.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so-
Yeah, yeah. That's.
Conspiracy theory.
That's it.
I hate to have conversations like this on here because we sound like being ungrateful. I'm so grateful.
No,
Just like you,
no,
I know
exactly.
you all the time, and I'm so grateful for every single follower, for every single comment. You know, we're the same. We try and answer everybody's comment, and not just thanks. You know what I mean? I feel like I know people that are on here right now because I've had conversations with them. I've had messaging conversations with them, and I think that's what's cool, man. I love that. I love the social media. You know what I mean? I really enjoy that, and it's just frustrating when you put it in and you don't get it back out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. And you meet so many neat people on here.
No doubt.
So many neat people and like their backstory for all kinds of crazy stuff. I absolutely love it. I've got one guy that follows me and like it's not that I don't care who you are or whatever, but like if you have something interesting to say, I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah.
If you don't, then whatever, right? And this guy, out of nowhere, he sends me a DM because I wasn't following him. And he was following me, and we were talking about, I don't know, something random. And he was like, yeah, I'm out in Hawaii, and I'm cooking this brisket and whatever. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, what's your view like? So then he put me on a live, right? So then we're talking live, and he shows me his view. I'm like, what are you, a millionaire? He's like, no, I'm a TV star. It's the dude from Magnum PI.
Come on.
No, I'm not lying. He's following me, and like we chat all the time, and I'm like, what? And I didn't even follow him. I'm like, here's your follow. Hey, buddy, how we doing today? And he's like, yeah. And then I look back, and he messaged me a bunch of times. And I'm like, yeah, no, cool, right on. Yeah, no, that's what I do. And I just like give him random, like I answered his question, but I didn't get into detail at all, right? And then it's like, oh, like it's so dumb. Like,
oh my God.
I've got a couple of hockey players that I follow me back and stuff too. Same deal. They have the weirdest name.
Yeah.
I got a guy locally, John Flood. He follows me.
Oh yeah.
He loves the fire in the hole. So can we give him a fire in the hole?
We could give him a fire in the hole.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole, everybody!
There you go.
Fire in the hole!
Now, Ron, you know I don't like it when you do it.
I know you don't. Hey,
but he's a big local celebrity.
Yeah,
Mel, I'm gonna write you out here for a second, Mel. So when Mel first started the fire in the hole, you know, he goes, hey man, like everybody's doing my fire in the hole, and look at that, like they're just like using it, and they keep tagging me. I'm like, dude, it's awesome, man. You created something.
I was so mad for like months. I was like, quit doing that. That's mine. Why are you using that? Yeah. And now I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. But at the beginning, I didn't understand. Like, I didn't understand what it was doing. And I was like mad that people were doing it. I was, that's mine. Quit doing it. It was so dumb.
It's so funny when we don't, the things that we don't know. Like when I was on Instagram probably for 6 or 8 months, all of a sudden people start tagging me in their posts. I'm like, why are they tagging me? That's crazy. What are they doing? Why are they doing that? They must want something. My buddy was like, dude, what are you worried about? It's just getting you exposure. Don't worry about it, man. Oh yeah. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, man. It's a learning curve for sure. Right. Like it is what it is. And I absolutely I appreciate everybody, every message. I appreciate every message, every like, all the questions. Like, I don't care what you're cooking on. That's one thing with After the Cook. We're always big on whatever. You could be cooking on a garbage can. I don't care. It's a big, it's just funny because we live it. So we see things differently than a lot of other people see it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, yeah, like Cooper with his super sexy food all the time. He really makes me mad.
My heart.
I'm like, what do you do for a living? Manicure grass, something crazy. Who has cocktails in the morning? Stop it.
What kind of tails?
Cocktails. Exactly. No, the big ones. That's right. Yeah, it's
Coop's like a celebrity golf. Hey, Coop, I got a joke for you. What's the difference between Santa Claus and Tiger Woods? Santa stops at ho, ho, ho.
Oh, my.
that's great, Jer. There's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for you, Coop.
They will literally let anybody on this show, huh?
That's oh yeah, it's something else, man. It's
Am I still hard to hear? Noam said I'm hard to hear.
Oh, okay.
Nobody
did
ever
Noam
said
say that?
Noam
Well,
said
Noam.
from Trompo King.
Okay, yeah. No, I can hear you.
We purposely turned your volume down, Ron.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
I'm excited for Noam. Actually, he's going to be on next week.
Oh, cool.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we're going to have Noam on next week.
There's another guy that I'm really, really super fortunate. He lives about 45 minutes north of me, you know, so we become pretty tight friends and good buddies. And him and his family, they're just, again, like what we were talking about, just super people, man. I've met more of the nicest people on here, man. You know, I mean, you know, it's so funny. Like last year, Eggtoberfest, I just remember coming down the escalator and see you standing. Like, we finally get to meet. Like, I wanted to jump off the escalator. There's Uncle Mel. You know?
Yeah. No, that was so wicked, man. That was
Mel's easy to find in a crowd.
apparently. Yeah. That's what the cops say all the time.
A crowd or a police lineup.
That's it. Yeah. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, your old fans in here. Christy Canyon's just joined. Mel.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, we're pumped. We're pumped to get Noam on here. I got tons of questions for Noam, so I'm very excited to have him on.
Noam is an awesome guy. Love the Trauma King.
Yeah, he's a really
I'm a big.
His kids are awesome. His wife's they're just super nice. Oh, you met them at Eggtoberfest,
Yep.
right?
I did. Yep. I met the whole clan. They were just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Every single one of them was just like on point. Everything you wanted to see. They were like bang, 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 bang. I was like, oh, the whole package right there. Yeah.
We're gonna do a rock video together.
That's not you, Jeremy. That's me. You don't get to be on the video. Me and Noam are going to make a taco video.
I want to do a video.
We know what kind of video you want to do, Jeremy. Got nothing to do with cooking.
Yeah,
I've been in his panic room. It panics from the inside, let me tell you.
I'm not even sure I want to know what that means.
Exactly. That's it.
Panic.
Oh.
Well, there we go.
I can't believe she made it on again.
You're famous.
I can't believe that.
Who's that?
Oh, what a sweetheart.
Christy Canyons.
Yep, that's the one. I don't know if you saw her, Ron, back in the day. She used to grace us at our local Rippers. The people. She was.
I don't know if you saw her or not, Ron.
Yeah, she was a 90s. What is the good term for
adult entertainment?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Is that Christy?
The mattress actress. There you go. The mattress actress. That's right. That's the one. So yeah, she's and look, she shows up every once in a while. And I may have bought her a house when I was up in Fort McMurray, so there is that. You never know. Like working in the rigs, you know. Yeah.
The Mac is a cruel mistress, Mel.
Isn't that the truth? Oh, James Sikora, fantastic. He's back from Winnipeg. He was just traveling in the air. He's back. What do you know? Fantastic. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Mel would throw loonies at me. That's what Christy's saying.
Yeah.
I don't
among other things. What?
What's
a loony? It's a $1. It's a $1 piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Up here, we don't have bills for small change.
Yeah.
Like you guys have dollar bills and $2. We don't have that anymore. We just have loonies and toonies.
That's funny. I don't have any of them either.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Too much.
Oh, right on. Well, what else do we have to talk about, Ron? You must have something you're trying to plug or do or something.
Got nothing. I got nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
No.
No.
No. But I will tell you this.
Yes.
I fired up the egg for the first time in about a week the other day, man, and that felt really good. You know what? It just felt good just to light it and to get back on it and everything. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But the one cool thing about working with Fogo now is I've gotten to try a couple different cookers too, you know, and I used a cotton gin. Any new cotton gin smokers at all?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah,
I haven't used one.
It's badass. It is badass. Actually, Nome's got one coming right now. Tropical King has one coming too. It's
Nice.
badass. Yeah, it's really
Nice.
cool. I like that thing. But everybody's like, "Oh, what do you like?" I said, "Man, I love my eggs, man. I love my eggs. You know, I just do. They're the best."
Well, I had a wonderful chat with Ray Lampe about that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
A little while ago, right? And he's a sweetheart, man.
Sure. Yeah.
And he's going to be cooking on an egg for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah.
He's
Like,
another guy that's been around forever, right?
Yeah, he's committed, man. He's totally committed, and that's the thing. You see, some cooks they go where they go, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is, and I get that. I totally get that. It's like NASCAR, right? Like whose stickers on the side of your car. That's
Right.
it. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't fault a guy for that at all. You totally in the pellet world, they're really hard on that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You switch camps. Why? They're still burning pellets.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's the way I look at it. You know, like we know how to cook pretty well on eggs and everything like that, but you know, I want to know how to cook on everything. I want, you know, the term pitmaster gets thrown around a lot and everything like that. You can't be a pitmaster until you know how to cook on everything. You know what I mean? You got to know how to cook on pellets. You got to know how to cook on a gas grill. You need to have to cook on a campfire. You know what I mean? So I like learning all this different stuff and figuring it all out. You know, and making some mistakes and nailing some things I didn't think I was going to nail. It's all so much fun. That's what I love about barbecue, man. There's just always something else to do. You know?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. Like, I forget what holiday it was. Something before this COVID stuff got crazy on us. I was at my brother-in-law's place, and he had a barbecue, and it didn't have the grease pan in it. Right? Like it was in rough shape. This old gasser was in rough shape, and I brought 2 picanha.
Okay.
And he had burgers, and then we had, I think, some blade steaks or something that we were doing up, and he's like, "Is this gonna work?" I'm like, "Man, a garbage can would work. It's fine. Like, we'll get this going, and we'll get this." And it didn't have the grease pad, and I was like, "I need that flare up, though, is the problem." So I rigged up 2 sticks that I put underneath the burners, and then I put tinfoil over the sticks.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden I got this flare up, and he's like, "Oh man, what are you doing?" That's why I took that thing out. And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, what? First of all, good on you. I get that. Good on you. But now you have like molten grease hitting your propane tank, which is not good. Like,
no danger there.
But I was able to do my like flame seared picanha using 2 sticks and tinfoil. Like it was awesome. And that's like you learn to improvise, right? That's
what I'm talking about right there. You know, is that a lot of people can walk up to a grill and cook, but throw some curveballs in there and see what you come up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's
in some of the Fogo videos, we've had stuff come out not right, and I'm just like, I don't care. We're showing it, man, because that's things up too. You know what I mean? I love Instagram because everybody's cooks are perfect on Instagram.
Yeah.
7 of them that weren't.
Yeah. No, that's where I've really taken to YouTube. I'm actually really enjoying my YouTube cooks now because I'll spend like the brisket, right? 14 hours. If it's not great, you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Right? There's no different angle. You cut it, and they're like, "It's not cutting through." what do you do? Like, it is what it is. It's yeah. So I like that.
It's true. Like, there's a lot of pictures that don't end up on Instagram, right? But I
Yeah.
think that's the reality. And I think that's where the genuineness of guys like you come out, that not every cook is going to be stellar, right? So it's like, we're all learning, and like you said, it doesn't matter what grill you're cooking on. It's a learning process.
Yeah.
No doubt. You say not every
Yeah.
picture makes Instagram. My main album in my phone has 13,068 pictures on it right now, and there's like 4 pictures of my kids. So
Yeah.
That's No, I hear that. Yeah.
Like
I love it.
last year, I took about 100 pictures. Like, I can't get rid of any one of them. You know what I mean? I can't get rid of one of them. Like,
Yeah.
do anything with them. The only picture I ever use is the picture of Mel giving me a kiss.
That's it. That's
You got to cherish that one.
It's funny you say that, because
it's life size on my ceiling, Jer.
Yeah. Right above your bed.
Yeah. She's all right. She's all right.
Yeah.
I don't like when she says, "Hey, can I sleep on your side of the bed tonight?" Then I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I have to hook my phone up to my computer to do the big dump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it goes into a file, and the wife was saying the other day, I was loading up one of my drives because I have those expandable drives, right? And she's like, "What's on this one?" And I'm like, "Food." It's like 8 folders of 4 different phones that are gone now. That's all just food. Like,
yeah.
And I think I've had to dig through them twice.
Yeah.
So I keep them just.
What is it about it that we just can't get rid of?
It's true.
Well, because it was
like 3 years ago.
It was a ton of work. It was a ton of work, and that's why you keep it, right? That's the. Yeah.
Well, so here's my process, is that I cook and I set it out, and they sit down to eat. I sit down and take my pictures, and I'll take 20, 30 pictures sometimes. I'll pick out the one that I'm going to use. Do I go get rid of the other 29? Nope, they got to stay there.
Yeah. No, I know.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I not have storage. What are you drinking there, Jer?
Oh, just mixing a cocktail.
All right, what are you drinking?
Oh, this one is I'm kind of a big fan of Irish whiskey, so this is one they release every year out of Ireland. Nice. So this is from 2017. So I think there's a couple hundred bottles that end up in Canada. So when you see it, you kind of grab it. So figure it's a special occasion, so why not crack it out?
There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so I like to switch it up a little bit. So
was the special occasion before you got on here, or what?
Yeah, exactly. I was on a previous call. I just kept drinking.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That is fantastic. Yeah, too much. Mel, they want to know if you ever cooked the mousse on your big green egg.
I did. I've cooked all kinds of game on the big green egg. Beer roast is what we call that usually. You throw it in a Dutch oven, big roast, onions, potatoes, carrots, a couple cans of beer, and away you go.
Because moose meat's lean, right, Mel? Like, it's a pretty lean meat, so...
Yeah, even deer, elk, like, you got to cook it with a can of beer in there. It's going to dry right out. If you smoke it is different. But if you're cooking it like a beef roast, there's nowhere near the fat content. So
yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, and to get that game taste out of it a bit, the beer helps cut that down. So
what? Oh, game. Okay. Right.
Game.
Okay.
Game. Yes.
Just checking.
Yeah, I have tons of friends that hunt, so constantly, every hunting season, there's meat getting dropped off. I'm processing, I'm doing whatever, and then they take it, right? And it just piles up in my deep freeze because I can never cook it fast enough, right? So.
Well, you did that deer leg, right? Didn't you do like a whole leg of deer?
Whole leg of deer, and then I pulled it. Yeah, it was awesome.
Was that like a mule deer?
Yeah, a muley. Yep.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
your wife is asking me if I've ever cooked a moose knuckle. I never cooked one, but I ate a few. Just saying. Yeah, there's that. So
how do we block people on here?
yeah, exactly. That's
The funny people are on the screen, not on the
yeah,
chat.
exactly. How do you
Leave
stop
the jokes
comments
up to us.
altogether? Yeah, that's it's hilarious. The wife has this pair of Lululemon pants, right? And these are like your yoga pants, Ron. I don't know if you guys have Lululemon down there, but they're yeah. You've got a daughter. Yeah, you've got a daughter in them, so never mind. That's but the wife came strutting out in those things, and I was like, "What the heck is going on here? Like this? I'll buy you whatever pairs of those you." Yeah, it was just crazy time. That's yeah,
Very nice.
yeah, very nice. That's
Very nice.
it's always so awkward because she takes me to the store. She used to before the COVID, right? Would take me to the store, and then she'd be like, "Okay, sit here. I'm gonna come out and try them." And then she'd disappear. And in the time she disappeared, like 30 young hot chicks would come out and then be like, ah, and then run back into the dressing room. Because they'd see me. And I'm like, look, I'm here with my wife. Like, what do you, if she's not there to defend me now, it looks like I'm just with my mullet and my fucking handlebars just sitting there like, what, who's up next? Who's up next? Like, what's, you know what I mean? The wife just, and then she'd come out wearing whatever she's wearing, and I'm like angry. I gotta leave now. This is, and she's like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you like you don't know the kind of shit you just put me through? This is traumatic for me. This is crazy."
Store
Like
security is escorting you out.
Sir, this is not a hat outside the ladies' dressing room, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help that you were wearing a GoPro camera. Like that's
And a purple robe.
yeah, purple robe and a GoPro chest camera.
You got me. All right, that's
one of those helmets with a GoPro on it.
Oh man, that's funny. See,
Yeah.
you're fortunate though because you're like your hat fits you and everything like that. I can't put a hat on my head, man. They just don't fit. They just don't fit.
No.
No.
Well,
you guys
that's
look good.
I took the snapback right out of it so that it would get around my head because it's too big to
Crazy.
Stop it.
No, it's because you're smart.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
My mom would disagree with you. That's it's because you got a fat head. It's full of crap. That's it.
My parents used to, when I was a baby, they'd sit me up in a thing. They'd have to put a pillow on either side of me because if they just sat me up, I'd go like this. God.
Mel, there's a suggestion in the chat that you wear Lululemons on your next cook.
I was trying not to answer that, Jared. Thank you.
How do I throw that up on the screen?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one.
Well, Jared,
that's a great
on your last episode of After the Cook, so
that's hilarious.
Man, my fire went out.
I'll be right back.
Okay, take
2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Ron Jeremy Show.
Hey, right? Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
God. I like Fogo, but those hats are weird, Ron. LOI, have it fits weird. Yeah, mine does too. They don't fit me very well because, well, I have this giant head. So who said that? Who was it that said that? Darren.
Oh, Darren. DT on the grill.
Yeah,
on the
right.
BG.
He's right, man. He's been killing it, hasn't he? You ever seen
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's been doing some awesome cooks and.
Yeah. I have a Facebook group. You know, Big Green Eggers of South Florida.
Yeah.
I have a banner contest all the time, and he always wins the banner contest. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Like it's and that's the cool thing, right? Like Instagram, Facebook, and all the different social media channels. Just you get so much learning from it, right? Like I'll see somebody, you'll cook something really cool, and then you're like, all right, how do I do that? Or how do I tweak that? And you go on YouTube and watch YouTube videos, and like it's just, and that's the thing. Like Mel and I talk about it a lot. Hey, welcome back, Mel, to the Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
we've renamed After the Cook to the Ron Jeremy Show. So you're our first guest.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's
how How come I'm Ron, you're Jeremy, but he looks like Ron Jeremy?
Yes.
That's hilarious. That's like the Twilight Zone there, Twin Peaks, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, we were just talking about, Mel, about all the different cooks and the inspiration we get from different social media outlets and like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and it's awesome, right? And it's just, and that's the cool thing for me is like you meet, and we talked about it earlier, right? You meet so many cool people in the barbecue world, and yeah, you're always going to run into guys and gals with egos and self motives and stuff like that, but that's, to me, that's the 5%. Like the 95% of the the weekend warriors or the guys that are taking it really serious that are trying to make a go of it is like nobody's got anything to hide, right? Like Mel said, like you can message a guy and say, hey man, think about getting a slicer. What should I get? And you'll get like a 5-minute, let's have a chat, back and forth. And that's the cool thing for me, right? Is just there's so much out there to learn. And Ron, you mentioned earlier, right? It's a constant learning. And I think that's the thing that keeps us challenged is like it's always what's that next cook.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Well,
no doubt.
Well, that's one thing I have to say for YouTube, and YouTube has always been like this for me. I built a garage after watching YouTube videos on how to build a garage. Like I love researching things on YouTube and then trying to execute them. That Peking duck, that has been in my head.
Mel, sorry to interrupt. Is that the garage that killed your neighbor, or was that the second garage?
Exactly. That's the one.
Okay, that's
Thanks,
what sells it for it. We can talk about it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
We're still in court over that one, so let's just leave that one alone. That's yeah.
My lawyer has advised me not to talk about that.
The thing I love about YouTube videos, when you're looking up a recipe, you can go from, and this is true thing. I looked up Jamaican jerk chicken, and I didn't take the first couple. I scrolled through for a bit, and I saw this dude on a beach for a thumbnail, and I was like, for some reason, I just clicked it.
I bet you.
And it was a guy in Jamaica on pimento wood, dug a hole in the beach, and then did like, here's my hand-picked mango with all of this. I got fresh Scotch bonnets from my grandmother's house, and I'm just going to chop it up by hand and whatever. I was watching this, and I was like, this is the most authentic jerk chicken you will ever see.
Hell yeah.
And you look, and like the views are like 2,000 or 3,000, right? You're like, there it is right there. Ron Jeremy. Yep.
Hey guys, how's it going?
That's fantastic.
Sorry.
So that's how I do it now. When I look up, say like I want to make a butter chicken, and I'll look it up. I'll find one from some American guy that's done whatever butter chicken, right? Or I'll watch Matty Matheson butter chicken or whatever.
Yep.
But then I'll do some digging and I'll find one that's not even in English, right? But I can still understand what they're doing. I see the ingredients. I do whatever. And there's this one dude. He must be out of, I'm thinking India, somewhere in there. His kitchen, I think they paint it after every shoot.
Oh, really?
Like all of his cupboards and everything are all like one color. I bet you there's 100 coats of paint in this kitchen. They just like, that's it. It's crazy. But this dude, like whole cardamom seeds, right? Like,
wow.
like super detailed. This is where I learned about fenugreek. Like no one cooks with fenugreek. No one uses fenugreek. It's an amazing spice that's readily available. Why people aren't talking about fenugreek all the time? So I try and like dig into. First, I'll nail the easy one, so I have the gist of what I'm going to do, and then I dig into the more authentic ones and try and tie some of that authenticity into the easy cook.
Yeah,
you end up with twice the meal with a little bit more effort.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We
used to be able to get that wood in Toronto. We can't get it in years, probably 5 or 6 years.
Oh, it's like, Ron, you don't understand the wood crisis up in Canada. we can't get half of what you guys have, like, by the cord.
Yeah, it's true.
You see you guys down there with, like, I've got a cord of peach wood.
Yeah,
That would be
forget
like
it.
$10,000 up here. Like, it'd be insanity.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, peach, you can't get peach. The normal stuff you can get, but
See,
still.
there you go. This is the neat thing I love about having actual cooks and chefs for friends.
Yeah.
And then you got someone who's like, fenugreek? I use fenugreek all the time. Well, hooty. It's, you know what I mean? I love it. I absolutely love it. It's, cooking is such a passion.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that brings all the crazies out of the closets is cooking a ramen.
Yeah.
Because people can get right nuts about ramen. Like that guy Dave that was in here, Yardcore Barbecue.
Yeah.
Sometimes it will take him like a week to make a bowl of soup.
Wow.
I know. That's why I've never tackled it. I'm like, man, that's too intimidating for me, man.
And that's the funny part is you get the guys that do the Sam Yang pack
Yeah.
in a bowl, and they're again 7.5 thousand likes. Two comments. You're like, oh, really? That's
yeah.
the same thing though, right? It's the same.
There's a couple I would contact if I wanted to make some ramen. You know, you being one of them. Campbell.
Yeah.
You know who makes killer looking ramen is Chuck, Flavor Train.
Yeah, Big Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck does.
Yeah.
So it's funny. It's funny because there's a lot of people on here. I wonder, do they cook a lot off the barbecue and off the grills too? You know, I've been cooking inside a little bit. And it's nice to kind of get back to some roots like that too. And, but yeah, it's funny because you start to get to know after a while who cooks what and what. If I'm gonna cook something, who am I going to go to get some advice on it? You know. And what we were talking earlier is that you can reach out and people will talk to you.
Yeah.
That's what I try and do. And if somebody reaches out to me with a question, I'm still blown away and baffled that somebody's coming to me for advice on cooking. I'm like, really, dude? I watch the Food Network. That's how I learned how to cook. So.
Yeah, it's fun. When I was a kid, instead of running home after school to watch cartoons, I watched Walk with Jan and The Urban Peasant and stuff like I used to love it. Just I don't know why. It's a weird thing. It's
funny.
But I've always just loved it. The first time I put horseradish and mayo and mashed potatoes, my mom was like, what just happened here? I've eaten potatoes for 50 years, and here's this little snot-nosed kid from the kitchen comes out here and just changes my whole world. Like, what just happened? Yeah. And then she's like, do that with other stuff, okay? And like...
That's too funny.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
Horseradish was added to everything.
Yes.
You were talking about before about a water pan underneath the meat when you cook it and everything like that, So like a lot of times if I'm turkey or something like that, I'll put that pan under there and put some onions and put some broth in it and just let it cook like that. Take it off and make a killer gravy, man. I make a lot of gravies, and man, I'll tell you what, you want to kick up your meal a couple notches, just put a sauce on it, put a gravy on it,
Oh yeah.
Man, it's killer. I like to be careful though, because sometimes the liquid can really get really smoky really quick. I've had that happen on me too. We eat the gravy and just like, Jesus, I feel like I just puffed on a cigarette or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, one of my little secret super moves that I like to hide from people is with the cast iron when you're searing stuff off. While it's still red hot, you splash some red wine in there.
Oh yeah.
You get all the burnt off it, and then you turn that red wine down with flour, and you make like a wonderful. It's like a red wine gravy, and then you reduce that. I did that Chateaubriand. That's what I topped it off with.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "What is this sauce?" I'm like, it's bullseye. They're like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy! This is like."
My daughter that was on here before. I make steak, so I'll make it's almost like a peppercorn steak, really, but load it up pretty heavy with pepper, and I'll reverse sear it, but I'll sear it in the pan. Like you said, I'll throw a little bit of just beef broth in there, a little bit of water, cook that down, and then add some heavy cream into it, and cook that down and reduce it so it's a little bit thickened. My daughter calls it heaven sauce. What do you want?
Yeah.
What birthday meal you want? That steak with the heaven sauce.
Yeah,
Great.
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, up here we have a restaurant, the Sawmill.
Okay.
The Sawmill Steakhouse, right? This is it's kind of like the old 96er style, right? It's a wood cabin. They serve big cuts of meat and like hoity-toity stuff, right? And they have their own special sauce. They call it the Sawmill sauce. And when I tasted it, I was like, this is sesame sauce. And they're like, yeah, it's our own house blend of sesame sauce. So then we go one day to the Japanese village, and they have the straight grills where they cook everything like, and it's all crazy in front of you. Yeah, they do all of this stuff on the whatever grill, right?
Yeah.
And they have their authentic sesame sauce that they serve with their steak and their shrimp and stuff. And I was like, this is craft dinner. This is craft dinner sauce. And the guy shot me a look right away, like, well, you can buy this from the bar. I'm like, y'all are taking it out of a 45-gallon drum and putting it in bottles in the back, because that's 3 restaurants in a row now selling the same signature sauce. I'm like,
Amazing.
and as soon as I saw that, the first thing I did, I went to the wholesale club. I'm like, how much for a 5-gallon pail of this sauce? That's it. Like, it's not good for you, by the way. In the event that you want to look this up, the calories and stuff, it is crazy.
Yeah.
How much?
I worry about calories and stuff a lot, you know. It beats me up.
Ron, this is my beef. This is my beef with America in a whole right now. In Canada, you can't get a 5-gallon pail of nacho cheese dip. Because we're not ready for that kind of responsibility. We'd all be dead.
Hey,
you guys can just come and go with you guys can go buy an AK at the pawn shop with your high heels and whatever you're doing. And then you go home, you get a 5-gallon pail of nacho cheese dip and just...
Do you want to get the AK conversation, Mel?
I'm just saying, it's a crazy thing. I'm like, where you get a permit for a nacho cheese can that big? Like permits, you just go.
You guys say you're not ready for it in Canada. Guess what? We're not either. Trust me. Believe me when
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, that's teppanyaki. There you go. I've been saying that all week too. Teppanyaki. That's because I want to get the new Blackstone grill with the air fryers in it.
Yeah,
oh, nice,
buddy.
I saw that.
I want to get one, but I have one.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the air fryers in it. So then I'm like, do I need to justify this somehow? Or because like how many hard tops you need, right? Like,
what I'd like to get though, I'd get one with a stainless top on it. Because that Blackstone top, I've had to redo it a couple times already.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
this Blackstone with the air fryer, it has a lid, built-in lid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I got a cool lid for my Blackstone recently. It keeps it real nice, man. Real nice.
I saw that, Ron. Was that a custom-made job?
No, it's from a company called Griddle Guard. They're cheap.
Okay.
Like, I think it's like $85. It's
nice.
Okay. Yeah,
because
really
that's the problem with my 3-burner griddle, is that I'll look out the kitchen window and there'll be squirrels doing the stuff on it. I'm like, you buggers! Now I gotta, yeah. Oh.
Wait a second, you're a welder.
Oh, I could make one very easily, but
make a lid for it, a diamond plate or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There you go. I don't have a ton of spare time anymore.
I've got it. You make a lid out of diamond plate, right? You put it on a big caster. You tow that behind the Hummer, and you actually cook on your skateboard going down the road.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
I'll cook some
one of those white hats. Yeah,
you gotta do this.
Chef hat.
Oh my God, too funny.
Oh.
Jerry, down to the States much at all? I know you were in Fort Lauderdale last year, but other than that,
we try to get down every year. Like, I've done a couple trips to Nashville for the barbecue scene. So would love Nashville, love that whole area. Met some really cool barbecue guys. Peg Leg Porker out in Nashville. There's another guy that I really clicked with. He's out of Lexington, which is kind of halfway between Nashville and Memphis. And he's Lexington, Scott's Barbecue. But his whole thing is does whole hogs. So he'll do like, 5 or 6 hogs a day for 24-hour smoke, like 200-pound hogs. And like he's charging like $4 a sandwich. And it's amazing.
That the guy that has the place in Charleston too?
No, that's Scott's Barbecue. I haven't checked him out yet. I want to check him out.
Yeah.
For sure. Kim and I were hoping to get down. We wanted to do the whole barbecue route thing this year through, Myrtle Beach and around Charleston, but with COVID, it just didn't happen. But yeah, I'd love to get down. I want to do like the whole Memphis, Nashville circuit again. Love that whole area.
And now you guys have to take your nephew Mel with you too.
That's right. Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, that's.
My old job was really cool because I traveled all over the country. I was in a different city and state every week. And
very cool.
I've had the opportunity to go to so many of the big barbecue joints and stuff like that. So I've really been pretty fortunate like that. That diners, drive-ins, and dives there. I've been to like 100 different diners, drive-ins, and dives places.
So what happened, Ron? The drug market just collapsed, or what?
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical sales, Mel. It's called pharmaceutical sales.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Well, if you can set me up like that, come on now. Yeah.
Could you hit this one?
Yeah.
But it's funny, you were mentioning that, Ron, because when we were in Miami last December, it was funny, like Noam and I have a mutual friend that has a place down on South Beach, Giorgio's. It's a great Greek restaurant. That's the cool thing about travel even, right? Like I'm sure you experienced that, and Mel's experienced it. Like the first thing I do when I go to a new city is like I Google like top barbecue restaurants and like Fort Lauderdale. Like it's so cool to get out there and you see people's different twists on things and local themes, and it's awesome that way.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt. What I found is that most barbecue joints I found, like just to find one, is kind of rather disappointing. You got to go to some place that that's really well known. And Austin, man.
I've heard about Austin. That's definitely on my bucket list. I know like there's the whole the whole barbecue scene in with Franklin's barbecue and Austin's and a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other places. And
tell you what, you go there, let everybody else go wait in line at Franklin's. You literally go a quarter of a mile down the road to a place called Ironworks. You'll have just as, to me anyway, you'll have just as good barbecue right there. And man, it's just awesome. That's my first stop every time I go to Austin. Boom, right there.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've heard that, right? And that's the thing, right? Some of these places become so commercialized and touristy that some of these, like we found a place, it was kind of between Nashville and Memphis. I'd seen it on a YouTube video, and it was this older lady. She cooks basically she puts on like 10 pork butts a day, and that's her thing, right? And we went in there. It's the size of like a large shed. Nothing's been decorated. Things have been in place for like since the 70s. And again, it was like $4 or $5 for like a pulled pork sandwich. Honestly, it was the best one you've ever had in your life. Like for $4.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
$4 or $5 American is like $24 Canadian. You're spending them like they're not worth nothing.
I'm throwing out dollar bills.
That's a bucket of chicken, Jared. That pork sandwich costs you a bucket of chicken. Jeez.
I was making it rain at this place.
He's like $5 bills in her spatulas and shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sir, this isn't a strip club. No.
Well, I do really got to get down there.
Yeah, those
really
cool. Those areas are all really cool.
But Ron, to your point, it's those hole in the wall places that you're going to get the authentic barbecue and.
Absolutely, and that's what I always look for when I head to town. Is I'll go ask them like, where's a good barbecue joint? Oh, we got Picky's over here. I'm like, no. I said a barbecue. Somebody who like woke up this morning had to go light his fire to serve. That's the guy.
Totally.
I want to, anything Italian food. It's all like that, man.
Yeah.
I like small little places, and like you said, the ones that look like shitholes are usually the best ones there are.
Yeah, they're the best ones. You walk in, nothing's decorated. It's family run. It's the passion, right? You see the people's passion come out in the cooking. They're not there making, they're not driving, caddies in the parking lot. Like they're out there cooking it every day, and
yeah,
for sure.
We've got a pub not far from our house. When they were building the building and setting up for what they were doing for this pub, the lady had hired someone from out of country coming here to cook at this place.
Wow.
Yeah, and he picked out the pizza oven. It's a huge stone pizza oven.
Cool.
The whole 9 yards, and it's this little pub. And the first time we ate there, he had like wood-fired goat kebabs. He had like pulled lamb sandwiches. Like all of his pizzas were like not normal pizzas,
right.
Like, and it's crazy. A little hole in the wall pub.
Crazy,
and
right?
He's turning out like 3 Michelin star.
Yeah,
wow.
It's crazy. It's awesome, and no one to this day, like they don't pay any mind to it. I'm like, this pizza didn't come out of a microwave. Are you not paying attention?
Yeah.
Right. It's
Crazy.
sad part, probably half the people don't know. They go there because it's chic,
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's cool.
It's true, right? And Ron, to your point, right? You always check with the locals, right? Like, where do the locals eat? That's where you want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't go to these, high profile places. Go where the locals eat. So,
Jer, that being said, I had this beautiful trip to Toronto not long ago.
Yeah.
And I had some locals take me out for some mediocre pizza and cold A&W sandwiches. And they couldn't produce a liquor store that could produce decent liquor it was crazy. It was, and I'm like, I'm with locals, right? Like you guys are.
But that was 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
I'm just saying, like in Mexico, they're like, yeah, come on. This is
We had fun. Wait, I took you to a patio on Yonge Street, the biggest street in Toronto. We're eating ribs on Yonge Street.
Jeremy, I took you there.
Who drove?
You.
Who drove?
I love it. That's. This is what I can't wait to get down to Florida, because I'm going to be like, Uncle Ron, show me all your friends. They're not going to be your friends for much longer, but let's get into this. This is going to be a good time, and it's going to be.
I'll introduce you. They'll both be happy to meet you.
That's it.
Yeah, we got to make it down to Florida. Once the border opens, we're Florida here. We're Florida bound.
Sweet. I hope so, man. I hope so.
I'll tell you what, man. If 2021 is the year to start getting back on that, I'm done. I'm gonna get my 3 injections and my super pass tattoo, and then away I go. I'm gonna go everywhere. That's it. Yeah.
Well, what stinks about this whole thing is that through traveling so much, I've got like sky miles like you can't believe.
Yeah.
I've got hotels like you can't believe, and we're like, for a while neither of us were working. We were like, man, let's take a trip. Let's go to Italy. Let's go here. Oh shit, we can't do any of that stuff because you can't go. Son of a bitch.
I don't know if you saw, but Italy's gone. Yeah, Italy's just gone. That's yeah.
You don't even hear any news from there anymore.
Oh, buddy. See, there goes Noam again. Noam, you and I are shooting a music video in South Florida.
Yeah, that'd be cool. On the beach.
It.
We'll do it on South Beach, Mel.
You and every other rapper filming on South Beach.
Exactly. Except they're not going to be from Canada, Ron. I'm going to be wearing flannel. It's going to be crazy. They're going to be like, what's happening here? We don't understand. That's it.
Oh, man. I can see
the guy
ready. Miami.
Yeah, that's it. The guy keeps being nice to our women. Something's happening here. What's happening?
Mel and I talked about doing.
What are you trying to do here? This is.
Mel and I have talked about doing cannonballs in Uncle Ron's pool. How many times? That's on our bucket list.
Gonna be doing more than cannonballs in his pool. Funny you bring up the bucket again, hey?
Yeah.
Cool, Mel. But you have to watch out for the gators between the pool and the house. You know,
That's right.
Kate's gonna be like, Dad, Mel's standing in the bathroom peeing in the pool. That's
You don't put that special chemical in there that shows the pee, right?
Yes. No,
Dude,
I'm more
sorry.
worried about you standing in the pool and peeing in the bathroom. That's what I'm more worried about.
Can you jump from the roof of the house into the pool?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
There we go. That'd be a cool Instagram.
No, impossible.
No problemo.
But it's cool because it's all back there. We're all surrounded by trees all around here. Let me see if I can show it to you here. I got like palm trees surrounding my whole backyard.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. Nice.
Privacy, you know?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate. So
yeah, that's crazy. It's nice of God to leave you those trees since the last hurricane. That's
well, it's nice because they actually protect us during the storms. But my neighbor comes to me a couple weeks ago and he goes, "Hey, yeah, you know the rules around here say that your hedge can only be 10 feet high, and that's like those palm trees are like 20 feet high." I'm like, "That's not a hedge." He goes, "Yeah, it is." So he called the town, came out, wrote me a citation. I said, "What the hell?" So I called the landlord. The landlord called him and said, "Those are palm trees. That's not a hedge." I was like,
Yeah.
No. That's. See, I'm lucky. I've got spruce trees up here that are like 100 feet tall. And the neighbors kind of tried to do the same thing. But up here, a 100-foot tall spruce tree has more rights than a human being.
Yeah, you're damn right.
So the city officials were like, "Yeah, we're not doing anything about that."
Yeah.
The
tree was here before you were, and it's going to be here after you. So
that's it. You're gonna have to send an email to God. Have fun with that. That's I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah,
that's too funny. Yeah, but now, like I'll walk outside. I'll be outside. I'll be like, "Man, those things really are tall." All right, have a good day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, yeah. What can you do? Palm trees are amazing, man. We're lucky to find the fiberglass ones up here. You can't even find those. So
with the lights on them.
Yeah.
Pre-lit.
So I was used to cold weather. I grew up in New York. You know, we had snow. It wasn't like you guys have there, but it was pretty cold there. You know, but 20 years.
We just watched Home Alone too.
Where in New York were you, Ron?
I was on Long Island.
Nice.
It was really cool area to grow up in, man. We had a blast.
You worked at a pizza joint?
Yeah, all through high school.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's where I first started enjoying cooking, you know, and then but it's fun. I've been able to use some of my pizza skills on the egg, you know, and we have a good time. Definitely. But
man, you're
depressing because I think about it now. I'm like, oh yeah, in high school, holy shit, that was a long ass time ago. You know, we're all youngsters. How old are you?
Well, you're in Florida. You're in Florida, right? So that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. All I know is that today in other news, local man from Florida. That's the one I know all the time.
See, but as you get further down, they pinpoint it even further. You have news from Florida, and like where I live, we have news from Tampa. They actually have on the radio called News from Tampa because there's always something crazy going on over there. You know, just nuts.
I love those. It's fantastic.
It was great. It was great when they were doing this drug called Flocka, bath salts and stuff like that. I think we talked about it. You know? The guy would walking down the street and just see somebody else just walk over and bite his face off. You know. Okay.
Oh yeah, the bath salts. Yeah.
So I was like, who took some bath salts and was like, you know what? I bet if I smoke this is going to make me really feel good.
No. What a crazy time, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Those bath salts were like we used to watch the B-reels on YouTube, and they were mostly like out of Russia, right?
Yeah.
Where like naked guys are jumping from the rooftops to cars and stuff. And it was like, this is crazy. This is And then you're on Amazon looking up the price of bath salts, right? And you're
you're like, man, these people are nuts. I want to try that.
Yeah, that's right away. I'm like, I don't think that's right. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That is too funny.
Oh. It's strange that you haven't peed in that bush yet.
Haven't got up.
Oh, I see. The Waka Flacka. Yeah, there you go. That's the. Yeah, Tromple's right back there. That's. I love that, man. That's like we were talking about that one. Our classic rock radio station we listen to. They do two things. They do a local Florida man, and then they do when you guys have your Black Friday sale.
Oh yeah.
They and I think they boosted a bit, but they're like, this is the death toll today for Black Friday. Like people are dying to get TVs and stuff, right? So it's crazy. But
$10 toasters.
No joke. You can Google this. This is Scout's honor. You can Google this. There was a dude in Florida, naked, masturbating with a dead squirrel in one hand, and he fought off like 10 cops.
Yeah.
While masturbating with a dead squirrel. I was like, you've obviously never been to Fort Mac. They'd be like, Debbie, get off the stage. We got to bring this guy on right now. Like, this is...
Like,
you're about to pay your house off, dude. Just... Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, but I've straightened out my life since then, Mel.
No, I know. I love it. See, Trumple right there. The Darty South. That's what
the dirty.
I want to go south so bad. So bad.
We are in the dirty South.
Oh, I want to go so bad. I'll never come back. I'll disappear in the swamps. You'll never see me again. That's it. Yeah. He got a hover plane of some kind, and then he just took off into the sunset. And that's the last we ever saw of him. That's it. That's it. He's just gone. He's gone to all of us now. That's it. He's one with the swamp. You'll see me 20 years later come out on whatever Instagram version 10.0, right? Wearing nothing but squirrel.
There's a big snake around your neck.
Nothing but squirrel drinking out of a big bottle that has X's on it. That's it. Like,
you watch too many cartoons, man.
It's true. It's true. Well, in Canada, we're only 20 years behind you guys, so we're just getting your reruns now. So.
I know.
I love it. Yeah.
Too funny. Yeah.
Is there squirrels?
I used to spend some summers up in Vermont too, so I used to know a lot of Canadians up there too, man. It was so interesting to compare speech patterns and shit like that. You know, it was really cool.
I can imagine. Yeah, Vermont, eh? Yeah, that's
yeah, that's when I first learned. What was it? We were doing something. The guy goes, "Oh, that's wicked excellent." I'm like, "Wicked excellent? What the those two things don't go together." You know?
That's yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a double down right there. Wicked excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. Wicked cool.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, man, but I am totally ready for all of this Corona shit to be gone, man. I want to get back to the old. You know what? I miss being able to do stuff. No, I've never cooked iguana, by the way. I never have. But Robin has. You know, I don't know if you follow Grill Girl Robin. She has cooked iguana. She calls it chicken of the tree. And,
wow.
They have killed them right off the tree and cooked them right up there. They're supposed to be really good. There's a market for them here, and they're wild everywhere. I mean, they're just all over everybody's backyards. Iguanas are everywhere down here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, we went into the Everglades in December. It was really cool. Like I don't know, it was one of these popular spots, but we actually met a fellow guy by the name of Albert. I forget his last name, but he was the snake handler for Jake the Snake back in like the 80s and 90s when he was a wrestler. So he's working at some alligator farm out in the Everglades. So it was kind of new.
Safari.
What's that? Sorry?
Was it called Billy Swamp Safari?
I think so. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of neat. We went out there and you could get it. We didn't try it, but they had like alligator there if you wanted to buy it, like deep fried and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Did you go on the airboat rides and stuff?
Yeah. It was so cool. So.
Yeah. They take you out.
A little touristy, but it was neat.
They take you out on that airboat and they show you the same 4 alligators every single time, man. I swear. Oh, he's back.
Oh, hey, Mel. Welcome back.
Oh, hi.
I've eaten iguana. Just saying.
want to iguana.
Yeah. I've eaten iguana. That's it.
That's cool. I never have. I was saying that
Iguana with a side of moose knuckle.
Grill girl Rob killed him right out of the tree. Her husband's killed him right out of the tree. They cleaned it and cooked it right on the grill right there.
Yep. There you go.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. That's real good.
Ron. So Ron, you were saying about the Corona. You're hoping this is done this year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I miss doing regular shit. I miss going to like well, for one thing, we haven't had an egg fest here. We had one and I couldn't go to it. We had one.
Yeah.
You know, we have big ones here. We have big egg fest here, you know, and, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I miss concerts. I miss doing shit like that, you know. I mean, that's it's just man, oh man, it's amazing how much stuff I miss doing, you know. We're fortunate,
Well,
you know, we got a lot of cool stuff here. Our house, we can stay pretty self-contained and have a lot of fun here, you know. I'm up to 19 grills in the backyard now, so there's always something to cook on, and you know, we keep it fun, you know, but still I want to get out of the house a little, do some shit.
Well, I'll tell you what, this whole thing, other than like, you know, knowing that people have got it and lost their lives and whatever, this whole thing hasn't hit home to me until today. So our premier came online and did the whole lockdown speech and everything, right? The wife burst into tears. And it didn't really register to me because I'm fine if it's just us. Right? I don't really care if there's people or no people. We entertain. Like we're huge entertainers. In the summer there'll be 30 people here on any given weekend. It's whatever. But also having nobody here is amazing too.
Yeah.
I get a lot more done. There's no mess to clean up. There's no, you know, like it's pretty cool. But the wife burst into tears. And at first I couldn't understand where she was coming from. And she kind of checked me in a bit. She's like, we have a new baby.
Yeah.
We haven't shown it to anybody.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even think was a thing.
Yeah.
But now thinking back on it, she's 9 months old.
Yeah.
There's been nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No one to see. She doesn't know anybody, right?
Yeah.
Like, and the wife is like, this is her first Christmas. And then I think, like, Bubba, she's 95. We'll spend Christmas with her on the phone.
Yeah.
And it's like, this really sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it sucked a bit before, but to get the whole gravity of it, and man, my heart hurts for the wife. Just to see how she took that. And I didn't even understand where she was coming from. But now, like, I get it. I totally get it. She's like, we're not going to spend the holidays with our family.
Yeah.
And it's not our choice; it's the government's choice.
Yeah, you're being told basically, and I agree. Like it's the right thing to do to get through it, but it sucks.
Yeah, no, it's like Darren's got a wee little one too. Like and for me, like grandma's really close.
Yeah,
and she's in her late 70s, and she's got COPD.
Yeah,
so we can't hang out with her.
Yeah, my dad a mile, maybe 2 miles from me. He's like 77 years old, you know, and we can't see him too much because my kids both work in Publix. They both work in a grocery store, you know, so we don't want a chance getting him sick or something like that. You know, he's had some health issues, and it sucks because, like, when Mom was still out, I'd go over their house every morning and have coffee with them, you know, so I'm really used to spending time with them and like that, and I can't do it now. I'll go over maybe once or twice a week and sit across the patio with each other and chat for a little bit, but you know, it's just put such a damper on just a little shit, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. I can definitely see how people, you know, it's a rough one. This Christmas is going to be rough.
Yeah, but you know what? Though?
It's going to be awesome.
I was going to say
we're going to be.
We kind of try and look at it as, you know what? It is what it is. I woke up this morning. Morning. We're all breathing. We're all healthy. We've got each other. We've got a house. We've got a roof over our head. We've got, you know, and just it's a good time to be thankful for the shit that I do have, not the shit that I can't do. You know what I mean? Because I can drop.
Yeah. I thought you were going another way on that. You know, I woke up this morning and I got myself a gun. I thought you were starting to sing Sopranos. I was like, oh shit, he's lost it. Here we go. Woke up this morning and I got myself a gun. Yeah, no, I get it, man. And that's it. My one blessing in disguise here is that we have never had Christmas Day at home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've got 2 split families between the 2 of us.
Yeah.
So every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, every Easter, we have 4 houses to go to in one day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And with kids in tow, like it's crazy.
Sure.
It's so I told Emily when we heard this lockdown and Lisa started crying, I looked at Emily, I'm like, you get to play with your toys this year. And she was like, what? I'm like, if you get a Lego set, we can open it and build it. Like, we don't have to leave. We don't have to throw it back in a bag and leave. Like, we get to stay and that was a good trade-off. That was a good
Yeah.
Because that was been my whole life growing up, because we got the Ukrainian family and everything else. Like, you open your presents, you look at your presents, you throw them in a bag, and then you leave because there's somewhere else to go all the time.
Yeah.
And this, there'll be none of that. So I might get a good garbage fire going Christmas Day. That'll be awesome.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I like that. Get the pit just going, right? That'll be fun. And yeah, there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. So the world is our oyster.
Yeah.
As far as this little confined world that we have is going to be awesome.
Same thing.
Right. I think it's true, right? Like you said, we're social creatures, right? And that's the part that we are starting to admit. Like, the novelty for me is starting to wear off a little bit. Like, it's cool. You're saving money. You're staying at home. You're not eating out. And I feel really, really bad for the small business owners. But, we're very blessed, Kim and I, because we both are gainfully employed and we're able to work from home and that. But we are social creatures, right? We want that social interaction. And I think the problem is, that's right. I'm sitting down. Duke, in a minute, I'm going to be laying down. But it's tough, right? And we're running into that holiday season, but it's one of those things. You just got to stay tough and work through it. And they're doing the vaccines now, so hopefully everything works out with those. And
our prime minister, what did he say? Canada gets 3,200 of them.
Yeah, it's very political, right? So
Okay, what are we cooking for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Uncle Ron, what are you doing first?
Go first.
We're gonna be doing a pork crown roast.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So we're German. My dad wants to have a German big Christmas, and I guess, well, we can't have a big Christmas. I said, but I'll cook a Christmas dinner, and he wants to have it at his house, so we're gonna go to his house, and
nice.
So yeah, it'll be something different. I'm kind of really weird because usually on the holidays, that's the day I take off of grilling. I usually don't grill, except like Thanksgiving. I was told the night before, you're cooking the turkeys on the eggs. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, no, I'm cooking it in the egg. Like, oh, no, you misunderstood. You're cooking the turkeys on the egg. Oh, okay, good. But Christmas, I'll cook in my dad's oven and make that big pork crown roast. We'll have German dumplings and all kinds of big. Be nice.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. What do you guys? You.
Go ahead, Mel.
I'm going to be doing a prime rib.
Nice.
I'm going to be doing a huge prime rib. And
Nice.
It's going to be fantastic. And you better believe the gravy coming out of that bastard. I'm more excited about the gravy than I am about the prime rib. That's where I'm at. I'm going to be like ladles of gravy on everything. And then I think I might finish that off with Texas toast.
Nice.
Because how can you argue with a loaf of Texas toast? You can't.
There's no argument.
That's it. No, that's it. So
I got props, man. That dip you did on that sandwich the other day was astounding.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I wanted to swim in that stuff.
Oh, and I've never done that. I've never taken the whole sandwich and done that.
Oh yeah.
Ever. Because up here, Canadians are cheap. Now we go back to the 5-gallon pail of nacho cheese dip. If you go to Boston Pizza and their signature sandwich is a beef dip, You get the cup of beef dip, this little puny piece of shit, right? And if you go, I want double the beef dip, now you get 2 tiny pieces of shit. You just paid $1.25 extra.
Yeah.
Like, make you angry. So then you ask for a bowl, you got to get like 6 dips to get your Jew enough to dip even just the end of the sandwich in. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget about it. That's, yeah.
You gotta go to Chicago again. Those Italian dips, they actually just do the same thing. They just dip that whole
Yeah, they
entire
do the whole sandwich, right? Yeah.
No, that was the first video I saw where that happened. I was like,
Did it give you
like,
that
what?
all fucking feeling inside? You get all warm.
It moved something.
Yeah.
It moved something that will never go back in place, right? It's like a Rubik's Cube that just hit that one extra. Now we got purple in the mix. We didn't even know purple was there. Like, it's something happened. It was.
I'll bet so.
It makes a change in my pockets jingle, Mel.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you see the YouTube video, this 6-inch sandwich, I took it down like nothing, and then I made another one, and I was eating it. I think I might have eaten 3 sandwiches in the shoot. I'm not joking. In a 10-minute span after doing that, I ate 4 whole sandwiches to myself. And the wife was like, I thought those were for the family. I'm like, I'm making yours in a minute. And then I'm like, oh shit, I got to open the vents on the egg, cut this bread up. Because I literally ate the whole family's meal by myself.
What'd you put on the sandwich?
So it was baguettes, sliced, Monterey Jack cheese.
Nice.
Then I toasted them over the open charcoal, right? The shaved beef with the sauteed peppers, sauteed red peppers, sauteed onions, and then the jus.
Nice.
And it was like, and then you top it with pickled peppers. Maybe put a splash of like horseradish in there. It's up to you. But I wanted to keep it super simple. I wanted that to talk to me all by itself. So a little bit of the sweet peppers, right? We're good. Onions. It was heavenly.
Awesome.
I loved it when you did it and the bottom of the bread just flopped down. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I think for Christmas we're going the tradition. We were gonna do the prime rib, or we've got some picanha that we want to grill up too. But I think we're gonna go. End up ordering a 10-pound like fresh turkey. So my local butcher is a great guy, but he'll bring in the turkeys fresh, never frozen. So I was in there a few weeks ago and he's like, you haven't ordered your turkey yet. So I said, yeah, put me down for a 10-pounder. So I don't know, we'll do it on Christmas, but I love the fact of doing something other than turkey, right? Like steak or a picanha or a roast or.
Jer, all I want now is a turkey cook.
Yeah.
After seeing everybody's Thanksgiving turkeys.
Yeah.
And I didn't cook one. I was gonna, because Big Green Egg was doing the, like, let's pass around the sides and do all of that, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got a sweet old school stuffing recipe.
Yeah.
And then I saw like 9 dickheads all say, I'm going to do stuffing. I'm like, you know what? Forget about it. I'm not even going to go on there. Never mind. Like, I was just like, forget about it. That's it. I'm like, I'm out. That's it. This thing's a fugazi. I'm out of here. This is, no, and that's
here's how my look goes.
All I want now.
I do
turkey. It's funny. It's one of those things that, you know, I don't know about you, Ron, but in Canada, like, turkey traditionally is like a 2 or 3 times a year, right? You do it maybe at Thanksgiving, Christmas, but you don't think about it throughout the rest of the year, right? And it's awesome. Like, you look forward to those, you know, it kicks the shit out of you. You're laying on the couch, you're tired afterwards from the enzymes, but it's one of those things that it's tradition. So
Ron's got a cure for that.
What?
Ron has a cure for that.
What is that? You're
laying on the couch after eating the turkey and you're a bit tired. Well, let me pull out my 5-hour energy right here. And Bazinga, you're back in the game. That's it. Let's go. Let's be a prick to the grandkids and, you know, beat them around a bit.
You know, Mel, it takes seconds to drink, minutes to feel, and hours to last long.
I love it.
I made 2 turkeys for Thanksgiving just so we would have a ton of leftovers. I wanted a shit ton of leftovers. Yeah.
But Ron, I saw your video where it was the skin versus the non-skin. That was awesome because I've always done it with the skin on it. I've never even thought about smoking without the skin.
Try it, man. You'll be
Yeah.
amazed because every bite has that seasoning right on it and everything like that. You'd be surprised, man. I learned
no, that's a great idea.
Barbecue
A
joint,
naked turkey?
A naked turkey.
Yeah, you take the skin off and put the seasoning right on the meat and just cook it like that. It's phenomenal. The family won't let me take one about.
In Canada, we're always trying to weave a blanket for it.
A bacon blanket.
Never mind naked. We're trying to keep its skin on and then throw a blanket over it. That's the. I do love turkey, and that was one thing after your guys' Thanksgiving. I was like, the first chance I get to cook a turkey, and our no frills, they're down to $1 a pound right now for these big turkeys.
I know, it's
and I'm
crazy.
like, we can do better than that. Let's wait for this thing to drop just a bit. If we get under $1 a pound, I'm buying 2 turkeys. I'm cooking them for no reason other than to slice them up and sandwich them like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
40 cents a pound.
Yeah,
I got 3 of them in the freezer right now. $6.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's $1.75 a pound up here, Ron. So there is that. But
that's $18 a pound, Ron, in Canadian dollars.
The snow peso. Hey, there you go. That's
18 loonies a pound.
Oh,
you guys are both loonies.
I need a good turkey cook. Yeah. It's been quite a while since I've done a good turkey cook.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, that prime rib, are you going to spend on a rotisserie?
I thought about it. So
love a rotisserie.
So here's my thing. So, and this is a dirty way of looking at it, but I get no love when I use a rotisserie on the Big Green Egg.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Yeah.
And if I'm putting all of my eggs in one basket with a prime rib cook, I want to get some love out of it.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I thought about doing reverse sear. I'll do 3/4 of the cook. I'll get the love for that.
Yeah.
And then at the back end, and then spin her over the open fire.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Double down on it, right?
Yeah.
I think that way you'll get the love from the big accounts that don't care what you're cooking on and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. And you'll still get the love from the whole team because you're not. Yeah.
So if you're reverse searing a turkey, what temp are you cooking it at?
Why are you still talking about turkey?
Yeah.
We were talking about prime rib, Jer.
Oh, I'm on turkey still. I thought you were going to reverse sear a turkey. Yeah.
Way to go, Jer. Jeez.
So
yeah.
You must have froze there for a minute.
Don't you reverse sear your turkeys, Jer? You cook them to an internal temperature of 90 degrees, and then you sear them off till they're about 120. You're good to go. That's.
Jerry's like, so are we gonna go live soon here? Or?
Yeah, I like my turkey medium rare.
That's it. Yeah, I prefer my wings red, and then my breast like just black. It's
blood is flavor.
That's so good. That's so good. Let's go back to the skinless what. That's perfect. That's so good. That's so good.
Take skin off of my prime rib.
That's right. It's good to skin a prime rib before you cook it, for sure. That's
great Thanksgiving dinner.
That's it. Debone it whenever possible. That's what I do with all my tomahawks. Just bone out. There it is, and then.
Who needs this stupid thing?
That's it. It gets in the way, really. That's
You gotta hate when you black out.
That's it. That's it.
Too funny. So how long does this thing go on for?
4 hours.
As long as you want. As long as you want, Mr. Ron.
Well, that's what she said. I've got 8% left on my battery, so.
Okay.
Start at 100.
Well, no, whenever you're good to.
I'm having a great time.
I know, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. This is fun. And you know what? We still have a pretty healthy following here, which is fantastic.
Good.
That's there's Big Duke.
Duke's in here.
Duke.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dome turkey. What's a dome turkey breast? From the Costco briner, hard smoke. See, I'm not a big fan of brining, man. Are you guys briners? You
Not
brine
a
your
lot. No.
So
I've got the brining bucket, but
Yeah, I don't find
here's
it
the thing: the best smoked turkeys I've ever done have been brined.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't.
no.
Tell you what, they don't taste a ton like turkey. They get into that pastrami turkey area, right? The inner taste of the turkey definitely changes a fair bit, but they're definitely moist, super tender, super flavorful. The deal for me is that the brine will actually help you dry the skin out when you dry brine it for a day. Smoke it.
I dry brined my birds. Dry brined my birds this year, but
Yeah.
but to soak it in a thing for a couple days, I just never found it to make a big difference.
Well, that's my go-to is I'll brine it for 2 days, then I'll pull it out, rinse the shit out of it,
Yeah.
and then pat it down and then put it back in the fridge, air dry it for a day.
Yeah.
And that's how I get that mahogany crispy skin.
Yeah. So I like to dry brine it, and then I just leave it sit on the countertop overnight. You know, just leave it right out on the counter all night long. It just works really
In
well.
Canada, that's illegal.
Yeah, it's
in
not
Canada, the neighbors will call and be like, "This person is."
I was gonna do it. My neighbor said my hedge was too high, so I didn't do it.
That's it. Yeah, that's.
I usually brine my turkey in a 5-gallon pail of nacho sauce.
Oh, yeah.
That's. I heard if you boil a turkey in nacho sauce, that's they call it the queso smoked turkey, and that's
the thing.
It's nacho turkey.
Yeah, nacho turkey.
It's nacho turkey. That's my turkey. That's all I want now is to boil something in queso dip. That would be the.
Have you joined the smoked queso bandwagon? Have you guys done that?
I haven't.
No, not yet.
I've purposely not.
I have not either. But
I was surprised. Duke took on the bacon wrapped cookies.
Oh, right.
Out of nowhere.
So
yeah, you did that too, didn't you? Yeah, that's
and they were good.
Oh,
kind of like watermelon pizza to me.
Don't get me started on watermelon pizza, Jer. Nothing makes a griller madder than watermelon pizza. That's the
beer corn.
Beer corn. Uncle Ted's beer corn chicken.
See, Pig and Whiskey knows exactly. Sous vide queso brine. That's
there
it.
we go.
Not talking.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine cooking pork chops in queso in the sous vide?
Yes, I can imagine that. I'm imagining it right now. I'm getting this warm, fuzzy feeling inside right now.
I'm like, sorry, let me just put this under the table here. This is, that's, whoa.
What kind of party
Speaking
is
of mahogany, that's, yeah. Can you cook something in queso dip? You totally can, can't you?
Absolutely.
Oh.
So, I've made queso dip, but we used to make it in the crock pot. We made the same thing, but made it in the crock pot. Then all of a sudden I saw, smoking. I was like, holy crap, man. That's what I make. And then every single person roll with a grill.
Look at this guy, eh? Just
Look at it.
What's that, Jared? Sorry, I can't hear you. What? Jeez.
How do you? Sorry, you're gonna reverse sear it.
Jared's like,
that's the. I love it. Shit. Like you were talking about with the queso, the wife used to do that for the cheese fondue.
Yeah.
And I never put two and two together that you could use the cheese fondue as an actual chip dip.
Hell yeah.
Until I saw the first smoked queso, and I was like, we've been doing this for 10 years for the wife's dipped veggies and shit, right?
Well,
I didn't even put it together, so that's what you get.
Yeah. Good night. No. Fat cap up or down? Spillman wants
Get
to
out of here. Get out of here.
Hey, Michael, if you don't know by now, we're not telling you.
Ready? Michael. If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me. It's fat cap up, Michael. It's always fat cap up.
No,
Ron,
fat cap down.
where's the 10-minute timeout button?
Can we block? Is he at 0% yet?
Fat cap down?
Fat cap down, man.
Really?
Auto cooking, you do a fat cap down so it protects the meat, so you're not scorching your bottom layer of meat.
Who told you this?
It's fact.
What cookbook did you read that in?
Yeah, exactly. The same one that boils the ribs, I tell you what. That's it.
Well, you don't boil them the whole time.
You just blanch them.
I just lost 200 followers.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. This guy probably eats spinach before bed. We're done with you. That's it. You know what? One of the people on our team, Green, is a vegetarian.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't till like yesterday.
I'm releasing a cooking video with her this week.
And she was like, "You didn't know this?" Like everybody knew this. I'm like, I had no idea. Yeah. Weren't you cooking a steak like yesterday? She's like, "Yeah, that's not for me." I was like,
"It's for the hubs." Yep. Yeah, we're releasing a Fogo video this week of buffalo cauliflower tacos.
Oh, that's going to be a huge hit.
It was delicious, man. It was really good.
Oh, I bet it was. I'm serious. I bet it will be a big hit.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I met her the first day she ever cooked on an egg. She'd never cooked on an egg before, and she got recruited to cook in an egg fest over in Bonita Springs, which is on the other side of the state. And she served this little hot dog. I'm like, oh, cool, little mini hot dogs. I ate it. I'm like, what the hell is that? It was a carrot. It wasn't even a real hot dog. It was a carrot with vegetarian chili on it. And man, it was good. I went back.
Oh, wow.
I actually went back for seconds. Yeah.
See, in Canada, we have movies like The Great Outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
That teaches us raccoons. Canadian raccoons teach us that you guys eat lips and assholes. Fun all the time. So then, like, your credibility for good cooking instantly. The raccoons won't even eat them. I'm just saying. That's
You ever wonder why nobody likes you?
Yes, every day. That's not true. Like, we try to get on the hot dog thing all the time. The wife loves them.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to switch Radis's here.
Who's that? Is that Lynn? Hi, Lynn. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Is she wearing a Christmas sweater?
Yeah.
I'm wearing the Grinch.
Well, look at that. That's in Florida.
In Florida. It's about 49 degrees right now.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I just brought him a blanket because it's like freezing out here.
Oh. That's going to be the high, like, in 6 months. What you guys are having right now will be the high in 6 months.
That's like your summer, Mel.
Yeah, that's... yeah. Oh. Boom. Don't mind Ron. He's taking up two spots now.
Yeah.
My twin joined the party, too.
There we go.
There we go. How you doing, Ron?
Hey, Ron. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, Jared?
Mel, can we drink on this show?
Oh, if you got him.
Uh-oh. Now my audio is all chopped up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Oh,
you're back.
Ron's
you're back.
back and better than ever?
I'm a fat cap up kind of guy. I don't even care. That's for the big green egg. You're going to be doing it indirect anyway. Fat cap up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No problem. You see that big
Feels all
fat cap?
messed up now.
The fat cap, I like to call that flavor cap.
Yeah, it's true.
My audio's all messed up now.
And you want the flavor cap to marinate your meat while you're cooking it. Brisket, for example, I like to leave a good 3/8 on that bugger.
Yeah.
And then let it just marinate through the meat while I cook it and smoke it and do all them beautiful things. Ron, you're back on. I can see you.
There we go.
Can you not hear me?
It's really broken up.
Oh. You sound clear as day.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
That's better. All right, carry on.
Hey, Mel.
Hi. So yeah, that's my thing about the fat cap.
I've always been a fat cap up guy too, right? Picanha, brisket, anything with fat on this, put it on top.
Yep. Why not?
Yeah,
that's
why
it.
not?
No, like Pig and Whiskey says on a UDS smoker, the heat's all coming from underneath. I get that. I get that. Same like on the stick burner, right?
Yeah.
Stick burner, you'll use the fat cap to shield the heat.
Yeah.
But on a big green egg, it's a lot like a Traeger. It's almost like a convection.
Yeah.
Because you're using the plates. Ron, how we doing?
Better now. I can hear you a little bit, actually.
Oh, there we go.
You go. Fantastic. We got you.
Yeah. Cool.
Right on.
Now it worked out.
There you go.
Yeah, but my audio still sucked. You keep coming across broken up.
That's the one.
Cheers.
That's
How you doing?
Cheers, Jer, who's drinking in the corner by himself.
I know.
I love it. It's fantastic.
I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna have to go, man, because I can't. You guys just break it up. I can't understand anything you're saying.
Hey, no worries, no worries.
No problem, Ron. Thank you very much for being here.
Now that I understood perfectly.
Love you, Ron. Thank you.
Hey,
This
Ron,
was awesome.
seriously, man, this was a blast. Thanks so much.
Cheers,
for
Ron.
I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Can't
All right,
wait
buddy.
to get down there and do some cannonballs.
That's
yeah, man.
it.
I can't wait too. Man. I hope that we really make that happen. That would be just incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah. So actually, now I can hear you guys perfectly.
Well, what do you know?
There we go.
There you go.
Weird, but before it goes back out again, I am going to take off. Right. Hey,
Okay,
All right,
buddy.
buddy. Have a good one.
Have
thanks
a good
so
night.
much, man. Love you guys. Really appreciate it, and keep at it, man.
Yeah.
Captain
Have a
Ron,
good night,
everybody. Captain Ron.
Captain Ron, signing out.
Boom.
Boom, there we are.
How we doing, Jer?
We're doing good, Mel. How are you doing?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about Donair Day.
Dirty old Donnies.
Today's National Donair Day.
Is it really? Everything
Yeah, it
has
is.
a national day now.
Donair has a National Day.
Well, you usually do Donnies on Wednesdays, so.
That's my problem. I'm like, oh no, I've already eaten dinner. I'm like, how am I going to squeeze one of those into the mix now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fat kid problems right there. That's right on, buddy. Well, how we doing?
We're
How
doing
you
good,
doing?
man. I'm doing
You okay?
good. Feeling
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
So, are we going to try and put together a picanha order before Christmas or what?
Yeah, we got to get on that. So.
Okay, we might do that. I'm gonna talk to my people. Make sure you talk to your people.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, we're going on 2 hours here. This is good.
Is it 2 hours?
Yeah, just over
Jesus.
2 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh, we're doing great. That's fantastic. That's a long haul right there.
Yep. Show record.
Jesus. Just giving her.
Awesome, bro. Well, yeah, maybe we'll wrap things up.
Yeah, I know. It's bedtime.
This is fun. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for being on, Jer. And anybody that's still tuned in, all 13 of you, Next
that's
weekend,
awesome.
we're going to have Gnome from Trompo King.
That's
gonna
awesome.
be deadly. That's going to be so deadly.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Thank you. Oh, I love you, cuz. Thank you so much for being in here. That's awesome. Kathy's in here. She's a sweetheart, man. She's a sweetheart.
Who's that?
That's my cousin Kathy.
Oh, okay.
Lives out in Vancouver Island. Love her. She's one of us, man. She's one of us.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, you have a good night. Cheers.
Thanks for having me on, Mel.
Thanks for being here, Jer. Love you.
Okay, bro. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Bye-bye. And that concludes another After the Cook with Captain Ron and Uncle Jer. Fantastic night. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will see you next Tuesday.